So I don't know really where to start with this one, but I'm I'm thinking that it's kind of a universal phenomenon here. So no matter where I touch on this feeling, somebody's going to identify with it. Before I stopped believing in Christianity when I was 7, I did think that, I was in the church that was going to have all of its members go to heaven, and some other churches might have their members go to heaven. Some other churches were bad churches and they would be going to hell, and everybody who wasn't in a church that talked about Jesus had no chance of going to heaven, right? So, when I stopped believing in God and in Christianity, I got a new thought, a new fear that popped into my head, and that was, do all my friends who are still Christians feel that way about me? Do they go to church thinking that everyone outside of their church or outside of their religion is damned, and then they leave their church and then they're your friends to your face, but they're going off to some other place to say something bad about you, like you're going to hell for these things that you do that are not acceptable, as per their book. But then, to your face, they're warm and inviting. And I always have this fear in me, and throughout my life, after Christianity, I have lost countless friends because of little sticking points that I will not budge on anymore. One of those is bigotry. And recently I've lost a few friends online because of arguments that stemmed from me saying, hey, whoa, wait a second. We're not, nothing because we come from nothing, because we believe in something that you think that we all believe. Where is this coming from? And, calling people out on their bigotry when they think that their bigotry is righteously dictated from the Bible, is something that, sometimes you're just going to have to lose friends over, because they think you must be wrong and their God must be right. There's no question in their minds that, the reasoning coming from somebody who is a heathen, that can never, be allowed to infect their mind and make them look at something, because we are just trying to bring them down with us. We are just agents of Satan. Agents of Satan that are trying to get them to look away from anywhere but that book. So, yeah, lost a lot of friends along the way because they just feel like if I'm making sense, then it's the devil talking. Fast forward to today, where I am now just catching up on some of the things that I haven't seen in the past month. And I come across a friend of mine's blog post. And in his blog post, he was talking about me. It was a little vague, but he was talking about the video that I posted from Sean Yasutake about his visit to the Creation Museum in San Diego. Now, my friend Jacob, he lives in San Diego. And previously, in talking with him directly, I asked him why he hasn't gone to that Creation Museum, and we both had a chuckle at it. Jacob's a more progressive Christian than most, but here's the funny thing. I go to his blog to read it, and I see this this blurb in one of his posts, and I will link you all to it so that you can follow along with me, where he's talking about atheists and the arguments that everyone's heard a million times, and the one about the post on Facebook about the Creation Museum, that was actually an article that I wrote about Sean Yasutake's presentation at Skepticamp 2011. I'll link you to the article as well. In his blurb, he says that by attacking the Creation Museum, it's actually my attempt at attacking all of Christianity, you know, and it's just a disguised attack at all of Christianity. Read the post, and then I want you all to realize that I am not that fucking hard to find on the internet. Look at my channel page, look at every fucking way there is to find me. Then realize that Jacob is a good enough friend of mine to be a Skype contact and have me, you know, on Skype. He's a Facebook friend of mine. He has my phone number, you know, from multiple different ways of finding my phone number. If anyone suspected me of attacking all of Christianity with something that I was doing from an article that I wrote that I'm not ashamed of one bit, they can ask me, you know. And again, I'm going back to this general feeling of what are they saying behind your back? When you come out as someone who doesn't believe the same as them, what are they saying behind your back?